Welcome to the second episode of Journey of Justice. If you guys are unfamiliar with what the series is, you can go ahead and watch the first episode. I do go over everything to expect, but just a really quick overview again. I have been playing Hearthstone for a long time, used to cover it professionally, have never actually really made the effort to hit Legend rank, so this is kind of the documenting of my journey and my attempt to get there. So what I want to do today is kind of do a full recap of what happened in the first week of my journey. Everything that went well, that went poorly, there was plenty of both, and kind of my thoughts moving forward. So it began right before Journey to Ungoro's release. It was right at the beginning of April, and we started with some hand buff Paladin, which did see some success. It also gives me ways to break his block at 1, so... I mean, he's probably just going to Reno afterwards. There's the poly. He must have just top-decked that. I wasn't paying attention where he came from in his hand, but I'm assuming he just top-decked it. What's the most efficient way for me to kill this? I want to know if there's a way that I can kill this while still breaking his block. Probably not. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14... Oh, yeah, there is. What am I talking about? I have a 6-attack Argent Horse Rider in hand. Of course there is. Alright, so if I run that in, that kills it. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Okay.
Don't worry, Lux. The cavalry's here. Giddy up.
Right, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'll just break it with True Silver.
Not in my house.
I mean, I'm assuming he has Reno, but that's fine.
Burn.
I don't think I need to play anything else, because like I don't really want to play a 1-1, I don't think. So I think I'll just let it go from there. It's like even if you Reno, so he only has 4 mana afterwards, and like I just instantly kill Reno with Horse Rider. Or whatever I feel like killing it with, really. I mean, I have options. Ouch, that doesn't save you. Okay. so did you discount that? Alright, so that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Alright, so we did go up to 17. So 5 and 2 right now, according to Deck Tracker, with hand buff Paladin. Pretty strong. Then Journey to Ungoro hit. And because I am the way that I am, I felt the need to experiment with one of the worst possible decks that could have come out of the expansion, which was based on the Paladin quest, the Last Kaleidosaur. Why? Because I opened it and I said, hey, this would be pretty cool if I can actually get it to work, even though I went in knowing it was not going to be good, and I did know that. I felt the need to try. It did not go well for me at any point, really. I did get a couple wins with the deck, never actually got to summon the minion. Although one game I did have the chance to, I declined it and ended up losing probably because of that decision. But never got to summon the minion. But finishing the quest was an absolute pain. Really just a chore. It's awful. I think it's by far the worst designed quest in the expansion. It is probably the hardest to achieve. The reward is still just okay. And I'm not saying it's definitely the weakest reward, but it is the worst quest to try to finish, 100%. And as you can see here, as time went on and I lost more and more games, it started getting to me a little bit. How does this keep happening to me? What? How? I don't understand how this is possible. Every single time they get exactly what they need. But, you know, even the best of us can get a little salty sometimes. But that's okay. I learned my lesson. The deck was awful and should not be played and was not good for my mental health. On the next day, however, of streaming, things went a little differently. Started playing around with a new deck, decided to craft the Mage Quest, because Exodia Mage, as it's called, which is an OTK mage deck with infinite fireballs, with Antonitis, and 4 Sorcerer's Apprentices, something that's appealed to me for a long time, but it's never really something that I got to play around with. But there's a brand new version of it in Standard now, thanks to Ongoro. And that I had a lot more fun with. I mean, I guess I just have to, like, double Sorcerer's Apprentice, Tome. It's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's not even good enough. If I double Sorc, that's 2, 4. This costs 2, which is 6, but now I'm minus 3. So then this costs 2, which is 8. No, wait. No, the Fireball didn't start in my deck. Okay, so if I double Sword plus this, that's 2, 4, 6. This costs 2, which is 8, and Time Warp costs 2. I think that's game. I kind of just have to go for it and hope that I'm right. I think I'm right? Yeah, there we go. I need to actually cast it, though? Okay. There we go. Woo! Oh, wow, and I actually had to draw that. I didn't even think about that. Alright. Oh, man, that was close. I didn't even think about the fact that I actually had to draw the second Molten Reflection for that to work. And I had no card draw. Woo, boy! That is cutting it close. Okay, that one got my heart pounding a little bit. Exodia, however, in the end, obliterated. So, what does this mean for me moving forward? A few things. So my main takeaways were this. I know that I have a habit at the beginning of every season of messing around with so-called fun decks, or decks that I know probably just aren't very good. Usually they're at least capable of winning. The Paladin Quest 1 is just terrible. It was an awful deck. It's a bad quest. I built a bad deck. Bad things happened. This should be expected. I will say thank you to Blizzard for instituting the ranked floors in Hearthstone, so that despite the fact that I lost a million games, I didn't drop below rank 15 while doing so. So thank you for that. So moving forward, I do want to start playing better decks. I do think Exodia Mage is a legitimate deck. I do want to play around with the Rogue Quest. Warrior seems to be very strong right now. The Taunt Warrior, with its quest, seems to be very good. I do need to craft both those quests, but I think I'm going to. I have plenty of dust after opening all my packs and getting the dust refunds from the Hall of Fame and all of that. So I'm going to craft those. I'm going to mess around with those. But it is time that I start playing some more real decks. Because if I do really want to try to push to Legend, I should probably start playing decks that are actually capable of winning games. So that's kind of the plan moving forward. I will be continuing my streaming schedule, which is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Unfortunately, exact times of those streams does vary a little bit, but hopefully you guys are following me on Twitter, following me on Twitch, etc., so you know when I'm going live. And that's really the main takeaways from me from my first week. I spent a little too much time messing around, which is not a good way to try to push for Legend rank. But I am looking forward to continuing the stream, to trying out more decks. The Angoro expansion has been really exciting so far. It's produced a lot of cool new things that I'm just really looking forward to getting my hands on and to trying out. So I do hope you guys will continue to join me on my road to legend, hopefully. And I will keep putting out a new episode, so to speak, of the series each week. And I really do hope that you guys enjoy, whether I'm successful or not. But I will keep trying, and I hope you guys will be there with me. So until then.